The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, a nice spin. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Great. Alert. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Newton. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. First carry for James Conner. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Take 2 of them. Safety screen.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 19-yard line. trying to get the first with Samuels. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Connor. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Right back to Connor here on first. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's it, baby. We gonna work. That! 180. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Kill, bro. Kill, kill.
They'll run with Samuels. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
20. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey! Tight dog. Mike, 5.
Here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Newton. Got a man, it's Wright. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright. 53 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This is Connor, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Samuels trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Here we go. Black 30. Fit. Check 3. Easy. Check 15. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, alert. 59 Mike. Check, 59. Hey, I'm coming.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
Roethlisberger will hand to counter. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Set! Black 20! 54. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go! Black,
Roethlisberger. Washington's got him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, a run with Connor. And some space here. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 22.
And the Steelers first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Again, he finds an opening. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter. And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. Now Newton on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Newton now to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 14. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Chase, block 80! Monday. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check. Hey, switch gears. Joker. Check 99. Watch, twist. Focus.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Whip. Easy.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. From just shy of midfield, Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete. Joe Hayden on the cover.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And we're back now in Charlotte. All square. 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Connor. What a spin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
At the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run on first down. Samuels. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look to grab a late lead. On second down, Samuels. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go. Here we go.
Connor going to try and run it. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Newton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
20.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright in the final minute as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
Hey! Mike 55! Mike 55!
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Jack 16. Go. Snickers, got to spin.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Oh, wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 42 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
26 Mike. Watch the run.
Back to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Newton now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. He's back to throw, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.